And we back with another episode of Art Killz Boredom. I'm your host, Creative J. I got a special guest with me. He was one of my first ever interviews. An incredible artist. You know what I'm saying? I got Art Killz Boredom. He got RT, so I feel like we a cousin in this.
Yeah, facts.
You know what I mean? He back again. Tell him who you are.
It's your boy Rokeaux the Riddler, straight out of the United States Virgin Islands, out here in LA doing it large with my family. Art Killz Boredom. I'm lit.
He's lit all day, man.
Yeah.
Well, you know what I'm saying? We're not going to start with your origin story because, like I said, we already got an interview. Yeah. Y'all go watch that.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Support that. Let's get those views up on that one.
Yes, sir.
We're going to start off, man.
Good to be back.
Thanks for being here, bro.
Yes, sir.
Good to see you, my guy.
Good to see you, too.
I love your energy. You got that smile on you, man.
Yeah.
But you got an incredible single out right now that you're featured on.
Yes.
Man, I listened to that, bro. You're a rock star, dude.
Thank you, dog.
You know what I'm saying? The single's called Daddy's Girl, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, tell me a little bit about the artist that you're featured on her song.
Yeah, so Halo Kitch, she's actually on my latest EP. Dream Island, and I wanted the EP to kind of end off on a very somber, emotional, yet heavier note, and her music is so captivating, yet it's dark and like very emotional driven. And when I hit her up, it was like a no-brainer. She fell in love with the song. She says like one of her favorite songs. So she did a song. She's on my song, Funeral Decor.
Yes.
And we had a really good vibe session. We were able to chop it up and get on a deep level and really like build with each other and familiarize each other with each other's catalog, stuff that hasn't even dropped yet. And casually, she played Daddy's Girl, and I was blown away. I was like, wow, like, she's a star, and you know, the feeling is mutual among us, so it made it so easy. She really, you know, hold me to a high regard. And then she just like playfully said, like, I would love to have you on there. And I didn't take it serious because I really feel like she's a star. I was like, bruh, you don't have to do that. Like, I almost felt like she said that. In my own head, I was like, oh, you're just saying that because I put you on a song that you really like. Right. You don't have to do that. Like, I appreciate you already. But she was dead ass serious. She called the engineer. She was like, yo, pull the second verse out. And like, homeboy sent it to us like that. And I was able to sit with it. And she said a story about her late friend that most of her EP is dedicated to.
Okay.
So I just wanted to kind of piggyback or kind of continue that story from the perspective of somebody else that had a sit down with that friend that's now passed. Rest in peace, Jillian. Yes. And it was, you know, it's been well received so far. Like, I've had some crazy, you know, reviews and reactions to the song so far. I was able to tap into a pocket that not much people know about. I told her that I'm on Unlocked.
Yes.
But Mars and I have quite a few songs that in that rock pop-esque pocket. And I didn't realize that it would have been, you know, received that way.
Man, that song reminds me of Wayne, Paramore, Avril Lavigne. Like, man, that last note that you hit, I was like, I didn't know you had it like that, Jay. I was like, bro, there's some real rock shit. This is a rock star. That's why, like, I've listened to, like, I mean, I've seen a lot of your freestyles, your Artopus. Like, I'm like, I know he go, but when I seen that, I was like, dog, he is a star. Like, it was awakening to me because how you were speaking about her. Other artists that I've like interviewed or I connect with through the scene, through something dope or just being out, that's how they speak of you. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
You know, shout out to Critter. Like, I mean, we was kicking it one time at the bar, me and Bundy, and she was like, yo, like, he's one of the dopest artists I've ever met. You know what I mean? So, like, that's a testament to, like, your art. But I'm telling you, bro,
dog. I'm still not used to that. Like, I'm super grateful for that. And it just makes me feel like I need to get to work so that way I can't let none of those people that express that down, you know? But it's such I could imagine like people that like the greats, and when people that's also great saying that they were inspired by that specific person. It's heavy. You know what I mean? Like NBA Youngboy going to Wayne, and like NBA Youngboy is great. You know what I mean? He's a young great, but like Drake going to Wayne.
Right.
You know, and like I feel like so on this way smaller scale, when my friends and my peers that I hold to a high regard say that, it make me feel like I need to like lock in and make sure I represent their word properly, and you know it means a lot, and I'm ultimately grateful. I have so much more to share, and it also gave me like this weird like Dr. Ebo moment. Like, oh, so y'all think this ain't even my final
your
form.
final form, yeah. It's just you in, like I said, you in your bag with that one. Like we talk about our love, like our mutual love for Wayne. Like, you know, it kind of remind say like on some rock shit, like the like Wayne Prom Queen, but just in that you know, say that Paramore, that Evanescence, that like I feel like those your verse took me back to that early 2000 MTV material where like pop rock and rock was like elite, and just hearing your voice cut through that, like that shit was elite, dope. You know what I'm saying? That ain't even. I just love music, and that ain't even like if I saw that clip and when I listened to it, it was almost like I didn't know you. You know what I mean? So that was the beauty of it. And there's a beautiful beautiful video. I love how it's shot.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So you do plan on getting into that lane a little bit, showing that like.
Yeah. I can't.
Yeah. But you got something cooking.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. And you want to know what funny?
Mm-hmm.
Fuck. So I'm gonna share some exclusive. You deserve exclusive, my boy. Bringing it back. So I have a project that I just initiated following the pre and current success of Daddy's Girl and people building their like kind of getting a glimpse into that side of me. So I have some stuff. I'm gonna just pour another like inspiration out that people aren't aware of. Imagine Dragons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I will just leave it there for now. Okay. But definitely gonna tap into that pocket more frequently to really like kick it up another notch and you know broaden the catalog and the spectrum or whatever.
Right. No, for sure. And then we still have, you still have artsy going on. You still having the bringing the community together. You still have the merch and going on. I even hear you you throw down with the food. Like how is that going? You know, like I feel like we are in a inflation, recession, depression. You know, how does it still feel knowing that you were like trying to bring the community together for artists, for like-minded people, and to bring people out to like show like, yo, get out your shell, like, because actually we're all going through like these same things, but like let's come connect and let's like motivate each other.
It's important to engage with those mediums, especially like you said in these times. So like when it's crazy when you by yourself and you're in emotions, you feel like you're the only person going through it, and when you're able to step out into the community. Some of us are broken, some of us are still healing, but when you're able to step out into the community and just vibe with each other, and then you also have the responsibility fall on your lap where you could curate those vibes and curate those energies and bring those people together and help them heal with each other and vibe with each other. It's something special. And it's something that I won't take for granted. And I've been having a lot of people asking me about the next set of artsy events. There's some new concepts that artsy have in the vault that we haven't been able to really reveal yet, and we're gonna do it. What I'm doing right now, is assembling the team so that way I could delegate properly and put people in positions where they would shine, and then also continue to create experience. It's important for me for the artsy events to create a memorable experience, and to be able to coexist with my other homies that are doing phenomenal events. Like there's something dope for the people, and those types. That's my something dope. Jordan is one of my biggest inspirations amongst my peers. Same with Bundy. I always let him know how inspired I am by what he's doing. So that will be engage. So of course, I will always be cooking, whether it be me, setting up shop and then making sure somebody manned the food stand so that I could maneuver around a little better, and mingle with those people. Because that's one thing I kind of lost when I was kind of fixed at the food station. I wasn't able to really experience the vibe that I was able to.
Because you were doing that one thing at your own like event. You got to man that, and having more arms, having having that octopus, having like extensions of yourself.
Say that again. Having that what?
Octopus.
Hello.
I know who I'm with. I'm with that boy lifetime.
Artopus.
You know what I'm saying? You got me out here lit.
Yeah, I'm lit, man. But and really, for real, like I have to be a man of the name that I kind of embracing the Artopus and having the tentacles out there in the right way, and every single part doing its part. So, a lot of things in the works. I have to remember this year, 2023. I also a little quiet message to myself was to live a little bit, which I'm working on as well. But it's still game time. You know what I mean? Pressure have to be applied so that way I could create the freedom that I need to really enjoy the essence of life. So, you know, a lot of developments down the timeline. I for sure want to do some more live performances with my amazing band, as well as, you know, get back and just make, like, see what the creative community been up to, you know?
I don't know if I asked this last time, but do you enjoy performing or the recording? Do you prefer that time you have alone in the studio or with your select people creating that art, or performing it for the people?
I could be 100% honest, because I'm naturally an introvert. I love creating. I love being a nerd. I love learning about, like, being surprised about a note I hit or a lyric that I wrote. I love the creation process a lot. I'm obsessed with it, to the point that when it comes to the further down the line, the assembly line, when it comes to mixing, mastering, publishing, promotion, I'm like, I would dread it something. I'll be like, oh shit, it going out into the world now. Like, you know? So it's almost like you're putting a baby out, and it's like, it's no longer something that you could kind of have control over for the entire time when it comes start to mature in the public's eye. But there's something beautiful about performing and seeing the reception, and hearing your song sung back to you, because it really reassures you that you have something dope and special. It brings you back to step one. Oh, let me create more then. Yeah, let me, like, and supply and demand. Yeah, you know, go back to the you know, the ideas phase of it all.
For real, and that's what's crazy about being an introvert, being a creative, is there's so much that you do in your space, in your head, or recording and with your art, that like you're like, oh, I haven't even shared this with the world, or I have this in the tuck, or I might not put this out, or I'm not sure if I should put this out. Like, you know, shout out to my homeboy Saint, like he just put out a song maybe from like, you know, 2018 that's fire that he just released, and I'm like, salute, you had this in the tuck, you know what I mean? Yeah, you know, he just put that out. If there's an artist that you can go into their email, into their catalog, and see what they have, like, who would it be?
You want to know what's funny? What's crazy? Yeah, I can't name like a couple of them, but right now, to be honest, I'm so curious, and I get passionate. The reason why I do the artsy stuff, because I'm an artist. I love other artists, right? One person I need to find out what the fuck going on in your email is Jade. Yes. He is very important. Yeah. I need to know what's going on in St. John's email. Okay. Don Tolliver just unloaded, so we were able to see. But if he didn't unload this amazing new project he just dropped, I'll be like, yo, what are you doing, bro?
He is very interesting.
And I get compared to him so often, and I don't ever take it nothing less than a compliment. Right. You know, the fusion of the singing and the rapping, even though sometimes I'll get my bag.
Nah, you elite. You elite.
That ain't sitting in my bag.
In his bag. Big bag.
Sometimes I just feel like
suitcase, luggage, duffel.
Hello!
You and all that.
All that, but man. No, I think those are some very important people. I want to know what, even though Jessie Reyes just unloaded, I want to know what's in her email. No. Just a few others, man. That will be a few. Sorry, I know you said one.
No. It's all good. I mean, I have a few myself where it's like, Wayne makes so many songs. I'm like, I know you make. I mean, hard drives on top of hard drives on top of hard. It's just interesting, like, to see what he has created, what he has done. Yeah.
And it's funny. I don't want to know on his email because I know him so much, and he's like my dad. Yeah. So I don't want to. Now. The mystique is what's more intriguing for Wayne, for me. You know. And then just go to here like a fan. Who else that you want to get into? I decided to flip the question. No. Who email you want to be in?
Party Next Door, because. He is such an elite writer. Yeah. It's just, I'm always interested in seeing the creation of the writer. Yeah. Because, I mean, we all know he wrote for Rihanna. Yeah. And that album, The Anti, is elite. And writing from a male, being a male, writing for a woman's aspect, and just flipping the words. It's like, and listening to his reference tracks, like, I mean,
they were dope too.
They were so dope. You know what I mean? So I just like,
shit, that's a good one.
So, and then I'm always just interested, like, what do you keep for yourself?
Yeah.
What do you don't keep for yourself? Yeah. Like, just that. Chris Brown.
True.
Chris Brown. I think he is, like, regardless of anything, I feel like he's one of the greatest
of all time.
Of all time.
Yeah.
And I mean, I think I want to know if there is any, like, anything Tupac hasn't released yet. Like, if we have anything of, like, I mean, Biggie is one of my favorite artists. Tupac, like, I mean, I know they get tied into each other, but I still want to know where Tupac was, where he was going, and what if I was in my, like, producer bag. I would like to see if I had the skills to see what I could create for this time, because I know the words still apply, the words still match. It's just, can we make it sonically a hit? Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And we have some brilliant minds that I'm sure could put that together. Mm-hmm. I've heard some fails where they try to do some stuff with Aaliyah's vocals.
Yeah. So I don't like posthumous, like, work a lot of times.
Me neither.
You know what I mean?
Artists, that's crazy that I never heard somebody else say it out loud. An artist could just die, right? And I could see it could be they could release a critically acclaimed project, and I just can't click play. Mm-hmm. I'll bypass it. I'll be like, I just can't listen to this artist right now.
I can't.
So it's good to know that that's actually a thing, because I thought it was just me.
No. I think it's because, like, I've been in studios, or even myself when I wanted to. I look up to Diddy. I look up to the RZA. So just wanting to create music, even if I had to be on the mic, but really wanted to be, like, see my brothers, see, like, my community of, like, artists that I fuck with, like, excel. Yeah. I know how dope it is where, like, oh man, I named it this, or I'm gonna come up with this, or I referenced this, or we were watching this movie when we made this track.
Yeah, timestamps.
Yeah, and I feel like once that artist passed, if you have to take more, like, if you have to do more than, like, 50% of the work to create it, then you really don't know what they had in mind. With that,
you kind of gotta leave it alone.
Yeah,
unless you have, like, super purity where if you can just raise them up. Leave it alone. Mm-hmm. And wait, you might always have an opportunity with a specific artistic offering that they had.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's your top 5 like Caribbean, like, artists? Besides yourself.
My top 5 Caribbean artists. Let's see. Busy Signal, for sure. Damian Marley, for sure. I sound like a broken record, but I always have to mention it because they're so instrumental in helping me cultivate my sound. Rock City, they just showing me the door, like showing me, you know, that the sky's the limit when it comes to being a Virgin Islands artist. And then I would say 2 more Caribbean artists. Nicki Minaj.
Okay.
For sure. People forget that she's a Trini girl, that showing that now you could make her up and go across the globe.
Yeah.
And then to round off the list, Cranium.
I've heard it. Yeah.
Cranium. Man, Cranium, why your music's so good, bro? Bro, what do you do, bro?
Natural. Is it annoying when
good, bro?
Is it annoying when people just think you're Jamaican? Like, are you a Jamaican artist or just Jamaican in general?
Nah, I'm not. I've never been subscribed to offense porn. I think it's cute and hilarious. It's just like, no, I'm not Jamaican. Allow me to introduce you to the United States, Virgin Islands. But I never got offended about it. I feel like it's an easy way out, though. It's just like you hear an accent, you hear a heavy tongue, and you think Jamaican. It's just like, have you heard a Jamaican speak? Because we don't sound like Jamaicans, but maybe I do to them. So it's like, I don't really, have. I'm kind of impartial.
Yeah, sometimes in people's brain, they just think of one thing. I mean, I remember growing up in, like, even in Louisiana, like, we have a lot of Vietnamese people, but growing up as a kid, Chinese. You call them Chinese. Like, I'm going to the corner.
And I'm guilty. That's another reason why I can't be offended.
Yeah.
All the people that had their, like, the little chinky eyes, I'm like, oh, Chinese.
Yeah.
Tell a Japanese person to see how that works.
Oh, hell yeah. Trust me. I know. I definitely, and then let's go with top 5 Caribbean foods that, put me on.
Roti. Ackee and saltfish. Oxtail. Virgin Islands patty. Sorry, I love Jamaican patty, but Virgin Islands patty is elite. And I need to tap in with. Sorry, I know I'm number 4. I need to tap in Virgin Islands. I need to get the elite recipe so that way I could bring it to LA. So I could represent you. Hit me up. Mm-hmm. And then number 5, saltfish and Ducana.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know why I get so excited because there's saltfish and Aki, which is obviously Jamaican, and then saltfish and Ducana from the Virgin Islands. And and then honorary mentions Johnny Cake, which I make at my events. Mm-hmm. And
yo, man, I still haven't had a hot Johnny Cake.
Because you be busy.
I be busy, bro. Like I try to heat it up. It just ain't the same. I need that hot shit.
I want to do something for the friends. We got a gang. We're gonna have our housewarming, and we're gonna make some food.
But what's crazy is I have not had beef in like almost 15 years. And the only thing I miss, I don't even know what hamburgers taste like anymore. That's out of my. The only thing I miss is oxtails.
Oh, real.
I miss every time I go to a Caribbean restaurant, I'm so tempted. But I'm like, it's 15 years, you can't break this. Like you're like, but the smell, like in this way, like even on YouTube, I followed it. I mean, not YouTube, TikTok. I follow this Jamaican guy that like he talks about food like all like funny. He watches people reaction when they cooking food. Yeah, and it's hilarious.
It's crazy. They get more creative with oxtail. They make an oxtail pizza.
Hot oxtail pizza. I saw the oxtail French fries.
Bro, what?
Yeah, like over French fries. They had oxtail like macaroni and cheese. Like a person put it in macaroni and cheese. Bro, like it was. Yeah. I've seen it, and that's literally the only thing that I miss.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But off of food, man, I'm glad to see you. Glad to see you in good spirits.
Yeah.
Just putting out dope records. You know what I'm saying? Once again, go check out that first interview, but I want you to tell the people where they can find you again on your socials and your events that's going to be coming up.
All right, so you can see me at the Artsy. I'm not going to reveal the name of the new events yet, but you could catch me at the Artsy events coming soon. The Artsy Connect is making a comeback. Artsy Connect 4 will be live and direct really, really soon. And then you could find me on social media and streaming platforms under ROKEAUX. That's my stage name. It's spelled in Creole. My dad's Creole. And yeah, man, tons of amazing, exciting new music, new events, new merch, new developments, new moves coming up really, really soon. So just stay posted. I'm sorry for the wait.
Hell yeah. You know what I mean? I'm with the young legend, the Artopus. This is Killz Boredom.
Hello.
And we out.
Lighter.
Shit.